Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap. Welcome to the trap.
Let's go. Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Zen.
Trap.
Protect.
Yo, peace.
Protect your energy.
Welcome back to the Zen Trap. I'm one of your two hosts, Yogi LG.
Zen P.
You are back for another ZTP, Zen Trap Perspective, and we got a good one today.
Fire.
Today, we are reviewing an 85 South Show episode, some of our favorite content.
For sure.
Specifically when they had a guest on there, J Money. First
name,
name,
last
last name.
name.
Oh, what my name?
J Money.
Episode was so dope.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
start us off, Yogi LG. Who would you recommend watching this episode to?
Honestly, if you were an Atlanta person and you was in the mix in any sorts in that time, this was a good video to take you down memory lane. But also some people who like are looking for guidance. If you was trying to pursue your dream and you like, I don't know, like some stuff just happens. Sometimes I gotta be playing, but I just need some motivation from somewhere. I think J Money's talk with 85 South was definitely a must watch. What about
Yeah.
you? What you think?
Same. I don't think you got to be from Atlanta. If you was up
True.
in that era from about, it had to be about 2010 to
Yeah.
about 2009 to about 2013.
I'm gonna even say before that.
Yeah, it's probably before that. Yeah, he started before that. Like in Atlanta, you probably heard it
Yeah.
before it got to the
I'm gonna say like 07.
07 for sure. But once
sure.
it got kind of to outside of Atlanta,
Yeah, that's
it was
true.
about 09 to about 2013, killing the
Yeah.
mixtape. This when mixtapes is heavy. And
Heavy.
so if you grew up a fan of that era, you know, Gucci, Waka, J Money, first name, last name, Petey Long Way, all of those
For
types
sure,
of
for
the
sure.
mixtapes era, you know, Wayne in there too and all of that, then, I mean, you'll love it just from seeing J Money again.
Yeah, we ain't seen him in a minute.
And
He
it's
back.
good to hear, I love when we hear from people like this who just talk about that. You're going to go in there thinking you're going to get one thing and you're
Yeah.
going to get a whole nother thing.
All right, so describe it. Like if you had to describe the whole.
Yeah, so if you haven't seen a 85 South Show episode, I guess start them
Right.
out with like a structure, you know. It's very chill, laid back vibes.
Sure.
They do a good job of having some comedy, just talking about real stuff that we as black people kind of relate to and go through.
Absolutely.
And then they, of course, do a good job of interviewing. Let somebody talk about how they started and what was their mindset when this came out. Just different, great in-depth interview questions with a comedic tone.
Absolutely.
And J Money just gives a lot of like free game in this, and I just love the way he gave the game because there's different ways you can give a message. I just enjoyed the way he gave his message about his story and stuff like that, and advice. What about you?
I definitely would describe a similar thing. I think what 85 South does is, if you don't know, they light up first. So I think that's always cool. Like
Light up
everybody,
what? They do what?
they smoke first.
Oh, talk about marijuana.
They smoke first, and so I'm sure everybody gets relaxed. They be eating on there, so it's super chill. And I think, like kind of like P said, like that comedic undertone, which is really not even an undertone for them. They are comedians. That's kind of what they do. So it's just super relaxing. You get to see the insides of like Atlanta, because DC's from Atlanta, so he kind of give you the inner workings. Like, oh yeah, I remember when that happened. That joint went crazy. And so he got somebody to bounce off J Money and stuff. So it was a real cool setup, as all their shows are. We are big supporters of 85 South Show, so I was happy to see them have J Money.
Yeah, I'm for sure 85%. We need to start eating on our podcast.
We need-
We can get into the ASMR game quick. We're gonna lose some people, but we
can
gonna
do-
gain some.
we can do
We're gonna
some
lose a lot
What
of
is it
people.
called? Mukbangs?
I don't know. I don't like the word, but
Hey, I think that's what it's called, mukbang. Hey, we could do some
we're
wings.
gonna gain some weird people, but we're gonna
Gonna
lose
lose
some too. Them people that don't like to hear, gone immediately. They done. They don't want to hear
I
another
don't want
episode.
none of that. I ain't.
You don't even want to listen to that.
I don't want to listen to that.
It don't matter what you want to listen to.
Yeah, that's true. It's for the people, man.
All
We
right,
do
man.
this
My
for the people.
favorite section. What was your favorite bar, man? Biggest takeaway in the episode? Like, what was your favorite like little point that you heard?
probably my favorite little point was like when he was talking about going to the club. Like he was like, all right, here's my strategy. I'm gonna go to all these little clubs, and when my song come on, I'm gonna throw money, and that's gonna get everybody hyped. Like it was just cool to me that he was like being proactive, because I think everything happened real quick when he kind of blew up. Like it was a couple weeks, and his song was on the radio, and he was like, all right, I gotta find a way to kind of get my face out there so people know me and they know me for something. So I thought that part was pretty cool that he had a plan kind of going in and kind of how to make a name for himself.
Yeah.
What about
That's
you?
dope. One of my favorites was definitely when he was talking about the story on how he came up with Trapper of the Year. That story was hilarious. So
Yeah.
I don't want to take too much away from it, but you should have watched it by now if you're watching this anyway.
Yeah.
So he was talking about how he had the instrumental riding around. Then he talks about it in a very prolific way though. Like he believes in God, he believes in faith, intentional stuff, and accepting your blessings and recognizing that it's a blessing and speaking on it and stuff and showing gratitude and stuff like that. And he just talking about how he just moves with his instincts. And I can relate a lot to that. So he say something just told him go get his car clean. It's middle of the night. He listening to
He
the
said he in an
instrumental.
old ugly car too.
Old
or
ugly
something.
car, whatever. He letting a crackhead fiend, whatever, clean the car for him or whatever. He said as he cleaning the car, he hit an instrumental in it, and the crack fiend just like, yeah, I'm no Trapper of the Year. It's a celebration, so like whatever.
Put your drinks up.
J Money like, that boy
On to something.
Yeah, just so yeah. So
Yeah.
I just, and then of course then they got a joke about it and stuff. So I just like how real stories be like that sometimes, where it's
absolutely.
like,
It's authentic.
hey, authentic. Like I ain't come up with that, or I came up with that, and I was like drunk that night. This
Yeah.
happened. Like that won't know. Like so. It's funny to hear some people's successful stories be so like, no, I was intentional. I really wrote the words down. Other people be like, man, I don't even know what that means.
Yeah.
I woke up the next day. I heard it again.
I was like, yeah, that's it.
That go, whatever that is.
Yeah.
What about you? You
I
got
think-
another one there?
I think that was a good one. And I think even on that part, he was talking about like, sometimes you have to just like, he was like, I'm just going with the flow of my day. Like, and just kind of accept it. Like, man, I don't really know why I'm about to run over here, but let me just go with it. Because sometimes the universe is just putting stuff in your way for you to run into. And look, it produced, what is it?
Trap of the Year?
Trap of the Year. It produced some good music just by him letting it go with the flow. So I really like that.
And
story
him
too.
admitting like, I didn't want to be a rapper. Like,
Yeah,
had
I ain't
people
know how to
almost
rap.
force me. Like,
They was like, get on here, and I was like, yeah, that was
boy,
dope.
you got something there, my boy.
No, you gonna be alright. But I also liked how he talked about like just how the kind of rap game was in Atlanta at that time, and like people supporting, and we meeting at this studio over here, then we running this studio over here, and everybody just trying to link up and get on. I
Yeah,
think
that's
was
when it was mixtape heavy. Everybody was getting on everybody's stuff.
Yes.
It was crazy. You hear Gucci, Nicki, Wayne, Drake, all these
Everybody.
on one record.
Yep. That was dope.
It's crazy.
All right, so what was your favorite like section of the video? Like, what part did you resonate with the most?
My favorite section was the stories. No, my favorite section was him talking about not being bitter about like other people's success and stuff, and and how he still would put people on, and when he saw people for who they were. Just my favorite section was it was a section where he was just dropping game after game, bar after bar about like the first ones that I can remember, like not having a whole lot of people around you in your crew. Like the people in my crew are people that I can bounce off deals off of. They got they kind of like own thing going too. They not just a part of the crew like a leech. They not just getting something out of me and they add no value whatsoever.
They grinding too.
He just talking about having believing in yourself and stuff like that, and literally he's talking about manifesting and doing anything. That's really why I wanted to watch the video or review the video on here, mainly because he just literally talks about like manifesting, like having your plan, working until you can't no more, when you got to make moves, making moves, and being intentional about it and being appreciative. But the main thing was just about like not hating on other people shining just because they shining at something you was doing, or even if you gave them game and they game succeeded yours, and you just got to keep putting that good out. He was just like, you
jumping right into my favorite section.
Oh,
so
really?
he was talking about him bringing up sauce. Like he was like,
That's what I was gonna say, mother. Yeah.
I've been saying sauce, right? And then it came you know, everybody got, now they on the word sauce. Swag was the word back then. He was like, even then, like, I ain't hating, like it is what it is, but I've been on sauce though. And so I feel like that was a really
The
good
confidence you gotta have at that time, because we was of that time where it's like he broke it down so good though, where he was like, people was saying no, like people was adamantly against the word sauce, like salt,
we
nah,
not
that ain't
putting
going.
sauce on it. No.
Salt, no, that sound gay. Is
Yeah.
what people was telling
Yeah,
them too.
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yo, sauce on it? No. He was like, that's cool, believing in himself enough to know, like, nah, this futuristic swag, I'm on it.
Yeah, he was the
Still
first
doing it.
one on that
And people
futuristic.
not acknowledging it.
Yeah,
Again,
exactly.
just take it. He ain't on it. Because, no offense to Soldier, Big Soldier. Hey,
Big Draco.
you could stake your claim to stuff however you want to do it. Get your flowers however you get them. But his motto, I ain't sweating it. He ain't look like bitter about it or making claims that everybody got to claim this. The people that know, the people that don't. It just is what it
It
is.
is what it is.
Love that kind of like mindset and perspective and stuff.
I would even say another section that I was just personally intrigued in was the chicken wing section. When they was talking about
When DC didn't know the part of the wing.
He's
I ain't gonna
talking
lie, I was semi confused, but it makes
got it.
like it took the drum is the shoulder.
kinda, yeah.
No, it is.
The top of the drum is the shoulder.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fact.
The leg of the drum is really like the elbow joint.
The leg with a flat meat is this
the
right
elbow.
here. Yes. We got the same structure as the chicken for real.
This is
We
the
got
flat.
two bones right here.
This the
That's
drum, this the flat.
Yes.
And this that little tail tip.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Look. It's like that. So I really enjoyed that also because I've had a deep conversation before about like will we ever run out of chicken? Like, are we gonna run out of chicken wings? And because we use more chicken wings than we use chicken breasts or chicken legs. So I think it's a disproportion out there of chicken wings to other chicken parts. Because when you eat a 10-piece, that's 5 chickens. That's 5 whole chickens.
10 divided by 2. That's good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
it.
math right there. Yeah, it's mathing. So I think that was a good conversation for some people who really be like on some. They was high though. I know they was high.
Already, man. It can't be. Just the whole rotisserie chickens in general. It ain't enough chickens in the world.
It ain't.
Can't be.
It can't be. Nah, but the way they
How you
procreate
how you eating
chickens
the
is
babies,
crazy.
the babies, and you need them to grow. You need both. I need eggs and
They
I need them
make
to grow.
so many. They
They got to, Lindsay, for the math
It's
to make sense.
crazy how much chicken
Everybody
we
eating
eat.
eggs,
You know how many wings Buffalo Wild Wings go through on top of Wingstop?
wings and eggs. You
And
need the
eggs.
wings and the eggs.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Something
That's
ain't
crazy.
right. I don't care if eggs is 24-1.
Something ain't right.
That one person, how many chickens they eating though? How many they can eat? You know how many chickens in a day you can eat if you eating breakfast and eggs with the.
Yes, it's a lot of telling. So yeah, I thought that was an interesting conversation.
All right, man. You got a story in your life that applies?
I would probably say like the story about him being at like the car wash and the dude kind of coming up with the verse, right? I think a lot of times I think of the show. You remember House? It was a TV show about a doctor.
Yeah.
Basically, he solved this riddle. It was always some problem, right? Well, every time when he would get the like revelation of what it would just be him like living life, right? And so I think a lot of times my best stuff comes from me just living life and letting it happen. I remember I was playing in, this is small, but this is a story. I was playing in a bridal shower, and you know how you play the game, well, you may not know. They play the game where you make a wedding dress out of like toilet tissue. So whatever team can make the best wedding dress out of this tissue and all this other stuff. I'm sitting there like, yo, what if we go to the thrift store and get like random white items? We got like a curtain and we got a skirt and we got some pants and some lace and we get the teams to actually like take staplers and safety pins and duct tape and make a dress, like for real. Like instead of doing toilet paper because that's kind of lame. I'm sitting there just letting life happen when that came to me. Like I was just like walking around. I was like, dang, that's the perfect idea. So I think just trying to like stay on that path of like sometimes just go with the flow. Like don't think like, man, this ain't working towards my goal. This ain't where I need to be right now. I gotta get some shit done. Just relax. Take it easy. You know what I'm saying? So I think that relates. What about you? Got a story?
A story in my life that relates. I'm trying to think of something J Money said that would relate to me. I think just having like confidence in whatever you're doing and like trusting the path, because just seeing how much stuff like change, like listening to J Money recognize that like I was on one wave and I've been on that wave, a wave that people was hating on.
Yeah.
And now give it 5 years, 10 years even. Now it's the thing. And how that's gotta like feel to see it happen.
Yeah.
And then it's all right, I'll give you a story.
Oh Lord.
So I may not have been the coolest in high school.
Lame ass man.
Nah, I definitely wasn't lame, but it's whatever. What's in the middle? I don't know.
Lame, nigga. That's what's in the middle.
Is this when you just realized? Like, nah. Hell. So having the wherewithal to see, like, I'm trying to think of maybe something I did. I can't even think of something I did per se, but just having confidence in the stuff that you're doing, that it may not be like, cool, this is what I was going to say. The wave now probably of the younger generation, nerdy people and people that know a lot about stuff, now they like the cool people now.
Yeah.
And I ain't bitter. I ain't bitter at all.
Like,
you know what I'm saying?
He started the wave.
No, I definitely didn't start the wave, but what I'm saying is I might have been on that wave
on that
and
wave,
I didn't care that like this ain't really because
I
it didn't
feel
make
you.
like it didn't make sense to me back then why I probably wasn't the wave right then. Like I'm like this can't last.
Yeah.
Like so I guess seeing that and feeling like, you know, being confident in whatever you do
Yeah, for sure.
and doing at the time, like it takes like having some thick skin a lot of times too, because it's just like everybody ain't gonna understand, everybody ain't gonna get it.
Yeah. I mean, I remember like being a teenager and like the music I listened to was different than everybody else. I remember I'm in Atlanta, you know, I'm in Atlanta diehard. Everybody was on Jeezy. Jeezy. And I'm like, he is some mid. And I'm like, well, he ain't no mid. Jeezy can rap.
You out.
I'm wild.
You out.
Right? But
Yeah.
I was diehard Kanye at the time just because it related to where I was trying to be in life. It was the wave that I knew was coming, right? More conscious rap, more, you know what I'm saying, talking about your real life shit, what you going through. Everybody ain't no drug dealer. Everybody ain't no trapper. And even J Money said that. Like, he hated rappers that was all of a sudden a trapper. You know, faking. Now you faking. You weren't really no trapper. So I went no trapper. It was hard for me to relate to Jeezy. Like, nah, I can wear polos, nigga. Like, I'm going to school.
How you relate now?
I'm trapping now, you know what I'm saying? I'm a Zen Trapper, you know what I'm saying? So now I got more to relate to.
Right,
But
the mental trap.
it's the mental trap. But everybody wasn't on that. So I definitely resonate with that as well.
Dang, you had said something that I was like, yeah. What was it? You had just said it. About you was listening to Kanye. Yeah, people weren't really listening to Kanye. Oh, I was going to say, I usually have a good ear for listening to a trap song that like ain't really blew up yet. And then being like, hey, y'all, this the one. I did that with like First Day Out, Mo Bamba.
Okay.
All the Beat King.
You got a little
joints,
track, Beat King, all of that.
all of them. I call all of them.
I told you everything Beat King make gonna be good.
Dreams and nightmares, just stuff like that where people would hear it the first time and they kind of I'm like, no,
This gonna hit.
I'm playing this 8 times because y'all need to know.
P definitely put you on the music for sure, especially the trap shit. You be like,
some
where
stuff
did
that's
you
like
get
still
this
underground
from?
right now. That's like, what is it?
Where did you find this?
I promise y'all,
This
it
gonna
is a
blow.
month.
This is good.
It is a month. I heard this in a bar.
It's gonna talk.
It's crazy.
I just go home for a minute, see something in Atlanta, like, hey, you need to listen to this. This is good.
I went to Atlanta the first time when like, oh, let's do it, Waka Flocka. And ain't nobody know Waka Flocka in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Crazy. That was my first time in Atlanta in the club. I'm just standing there. Everybody, Waka come out, Waka performing too. Like this is
What?
everybody.
Where you at?
I don't know. I know it was me, Busby, Deron, we was there for Deron's cousin.
Something, okay.
So we had a club. We had some hood club or something.
Yeah.
Walker come out. I put my money, yo. Everybody in it. Now I just re-up. I was like, what is happening?
What?
But everybody knows the word.
Yeah, everybody.
I was like, oh. We went and woke up the next day. I already YouTube Waka Flocka. I had Love That Gun Sound. I had all the tracks going there. Oh, I was like, I'm coming back to North Carolina with some heat. Even back then, come back. Hey, look, instead of just pulling up your phone quick, get to your computer. Hey, you got to hear this real quick. Hold on.
Hey, I remember riding around with P in college.
CDs?
Yo, first of all, no, the old iPod. The old iPod, he in that hole. I'm talking about scrolling. He got so many songs. Everything he play, you like, where? How do you know this? He playing shit only niggas in Atlanta knew. I'm like, ain't no way in hell you know
I can
this.
take you on a little story ride. Yeah.
For sure. But J Money is he's a classic, man. He's definitely a staple in Atlanta. Wood Rico and break his neck.
Wood Rico.
Yeah, for sure. It was a good video though. Definitely suggest you watch it. If you're a J Money fan, even if you're not, it's a good video. He talks about manifesting, believing in yourself, being intentional. So definitely follow up. Watch the 85 South. So shout out to y'all. We support y'all. We love y'all.
What can you take from that video you saw and apply to your life right now?
Ooh, right now. A plan. Strategy. A plan. Damn. Something to you gotta set your plan and go after it. I need to how I'm visualizing that in my head is I need to go to every club and throw money. Whatever that means to me right now, I need to do that.
So hey,
not real money because I ain't.
You like
that ain't what that means.
I'm about to go to the club and throw some money to this plan come to my head.
I'm in the strip club like I'm stimulating the economy. Nah. What about you?
Dang, you took mine. I'm agree though. I can't really change.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
I need a plan. I think right now, I'm a very, if you can't tell, go with the flow type of person. But it's pros and cons to that. Like the con of that is I'm going with the flow, but my flow needs to go to a higher flow of like what I'm actually planning for it to go to, not just like, you know what I'm saying? It needs to be directed. So I just need to come with a direction for my plan. Like I have like some little points and pieces like, oh, basketball coach when I'm 65.
Yeah, but they ain't.
But I need to pull them all together.
Yeah, I got you.
I need to pull them all together. So
I feel it, man.
But yeah.
Anything you want to lead the people with, J Money?
Nah, man. Believe in yourself. Get a plan. Get you a plan. Get you a routine. And man, audit your life, man.
Oof.
Take an audit of your life. I'm gonna keep repeating that until I do it myself. So if I'm still saying it, I ain't done it myself yet. Do an audit of your life. Yeah. But I think to do that, you got to know where you're going. So
you don't got to do that first. Audit your life right now. Do it today. You don't got to wait on nothing. Audit it right now.
You're right. You don't have to wait on that, but you're going to need that information when you're doing it. So I ain't saying wait on it, but you need it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, man.
Hey, it's been another ZTP.
Zen Trap Perspective.
I'm one of your two hosts, Yogi LG.
Zen P.
Hey, always remember, protect your peace.
Protect your energy.
It's the Zen Trap. We out.
We out.
We out.